be a little loud in here. My ute's got no sound deadening. Does have carpet though, which is a bit of a luxury. A couple of days after I've been for a bit of a mooch in the Mamacoos, which I've seen a couple of deer. Tracks. Looks like yesterday or something. Yeah, yesterday. And you can see that this here, when it stepped, was pushed in. It's come back out. This one got snapped off down in there. Hasn't really changed colour yet. There's mud still up the stems. Say that was yesterday. So here's another one. Snapped off, not even wilted. If it was a hot day I could judge on how much that is dried, but it's hard to. This here, see if I can pick it up. That's come out from between its cleaves. It's an interesting track there, if it is a track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dots in a pad. That's it. It's strange, it must be like it's got a claw mark, claw mark. I'd say it's a stoat. Just about lost my footing. Old logging roads that crisscross the areas I hunt. We'll follow this up and see what we get onto. Bloody wind changed. Looks like a good sized stag. He was going downhill though. That tracks 8 to 10 hours. Trotting down. You can see how his cleaves splay out. As he applies more pressure, it gains traction. And here's his dew claws. There and there. Just jabbing in. Also this one. And I reckon 4 fingers across is 10 points. Well, they're all in velvet at the moment, so that's not important. I shot a hind right here. What was it, October last year? Came up there. And I shot her from just behind that tree with the white bit on it. Stood up. So she ended up about 100 metres down there. Not a big fan of hunting on tracks like this as such. I prefer to be in the bush, but I use these to get to places more efficiently. and every now and then you bump into a deer on them. These ones were bedded. I knew there was a deer up here. She had on her front foot, one of her cleaves was this long and the other one was this long, and I'd followed her tracks up there and then back around, and then there was a spot where two deer had bedded earlier on, flattened out. I got photos of that, and so I followed the tracks further up here, and she stood up and I put an arrow in her. Oh fuck, I don't even know, like less than 1 second. My arrow's still somewhere up here. It went straight through and ended up in those trees over there. I couldn't find it. I found a 10-point stag down there, just a skull. What I was looking for. Kiwi ingenuity from days gone by. It's a deer snare. So this goes around here. There's a spring in this tube here, which is perished. This is a hinge here, and it locks onto this, and deer puts his foot on this, triggers the spring, and I can't get a big enough pull, but around its leg, and she's secured fairly well to the ground. Like, I wonder who. Well, that was a day's hunting. I'm walking back in the lovely liquid sunshine. I bloody hate thorny shit in my $600 fucking jacket. It's like the most valuable fucking thing I own. So it was a bit of an interesting day. I think I spooked a deer down in the creek. I heard it go through the river, or creek, whatever you want to call it. Then later on I climbed right up into the tops, got on some real good sign, real fresh sign. The wind had picked up quite a lot. It was bloody blustery, so I put my phone away. I mean, my fucking GoPro away. This is probably not the best place to fucking film this. Yeah, because it was getting wet and I don't have my weatherproof case. It's getting wet now, but not as wet. I walked about 6k after the last video, and yeah, a bit of fresh sign. I think they're just very spooky. Look how beautiful this place is. You see it? Fucking hell. There's a bit in the fucking middle. Oh, fuck's sake. Well, I hope you can see. He's got wiped on my balls. It's the only dry bit left. Oh, apart from under my tar, I'm pretty dry under there. But yeah, I spooked one up the top. Barked at me. I didn't get to see it. I didn't see any deer today, which is quite surprising. I think with the blustery wind, they just it just makes them very hard to approach. Oh, I love walking through this shit, it's soaking wet. Pretty cold today. No worries though. My feet are wet, dripping. Yeah, and then I thought I'd call it a day. I just wasn't really working, so I walked back and put my arrow back in its quiver, and then about 50 metres, must have been, yeah, about 50 metres, crested this little ridge, and on the other side was a bit of grass, and to my left there was a young billy goat, maybe about a year old, maybe a little bit older, and he ran up out of the scrub, looked at me side on, broadside, at about 3 metres, and fuck, so I knocked an arrow. By the time I knocked the arrow, he was off. Yeah, he wasn't stopping. He was smart. So that's how meat keeps best though, on the hoof, so I'll get him next time if I can. But I hadn't seen a goat in that spot before, so that was interesting. Anyway, I found a deer trap. I never go up making one. I'm not going to use it, I'm just going to make it. I don't really think it's not sporting, trapping deer. They obviously didn't do it for sport, they did it for money. They were worth a heck of a lot of money in New Zealand 20 years ago. So yeah, I just want to make a replica of it. I've taken a whole bunch of photos of it, and I'll make it as exactly as it was, so as good as I can, and I'll make a video about that later. More bloody water. Oh, I came through here during the winter. I would have been last year, and a year before, 2017 now. Fucking hell. And no wet weather here. It was a beautifully sunny day when I left. When I got to the bush, it was still a beautifully sunny day. I was climbing up onto this ridge and I heard thunder, and I was like, fuck, that's out of it. I wasn't even sure exactly what it was, and I got to the top and I was like, oh fuck. So it was just a wall of black with a big wall of grey underneath it. So don't take it for granted, take your wet weather gear all the time. This is the middle of summer. Middle of summer. Can't get much more middle than this. But it's alright, it's not that cold today. I don't mind getting wet anyway. Yeah, I better make it back to the vehicle. Alright, see you later.